let's get into some NFL picks on the Sports PSP pod. Let's make it real short and quick because we got last couple of subjects. Shitters. Commanders at Dolphins. And it will be in Madrid, Spain. Miami's a 2.5 point favorite. I go with the Dolphins. I think it'll be a close game, but I have Dolphins 27, Commanders 17.
Commanders.
Oh Lord, I think it. I don't know. I think at this stage, Lord, I think you have. You have. I gotta go. I'll go. I'll go Miami just because I trust Tua slightly more than Marcus Mariota.
Which is not really much to brag about.
That's not a high bar.
It's not, but Mike McDaniel lately, they've been able to win some games. They came off a shocking victory against Buffalo.
They
That
playing for him. They playing for him.
they are, but the thing is, Tua, them turnovers, Tua turned the ball over. Next one, Packers at Giants. Green Bay's 6.5 point favorite.
Packers.
Board unanimous.
Go, Pack, go. Shout out to Flash, by the way.
Texans at Titans, and CJ Stroud is expected to miss his second consecutive game due to the concussion.
Don't be surprised if they sack Cam Ward like 10 times because that defense, although that offense is garbage, that defense is stifling. They the AFC South version of the Atlanta Falcons at this
Hey,
point.
with them pass rushers and Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter and a defensive mind like a D'Amico Ryans, and they have a really good corner in Derek Stingley. And you see how anemic Tennessee's offense is. So it should really be 17-7. And this is the same Houston Texans that came back from a 19-point deficit against the Jacksonville Jaguars with Davis Mills at QB.
Which is why even with Davis Mills at quarterback, I actually trust Houston to put up a decent number of points in this game. I got Houston. I got Houston winning this pretty easy.
Basically.
Bengals at Steelers. Steelers. Although it wouldn't surprise me that the Bengals would win, though, because what kind of offense are we going to get from the Steelers? Even though the Steelers lost to the Bengals on Thursday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers, he'll give one good performance, but then he'll give one crappy performance. And how is the Steelers defense going to be better prepared against the Bengals offense? So I'll go with Steelers.
The Bungles.
I think I'm gonna go Steelers here, but I think it's gonna be another shootout.
Chargers at Jaguars.
Chargers.
Chargers are 2.5 point favorite.
Yeah, Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm going with Jacksonville with the upset. Trevor Lawrence has had Justin Herbert's number. That's not to say that Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. I'm not implying that. I wouldn't be surprised if he beats him. And on top of that, it depends how the Chargers offense, how are they going to protect Herbert? What's going to happen? How is Trevor Lawrence going to play? Unfortunately for him, Travis Hunter is out for the season, IR. So that's scary. But hey, I got Jacksonville for the upset.
Brian Thomas Jr. got to show up this week. He's been horrible this season.
Yes, indeed.
Especially with them drops. Buccaneers at Bills. Bills are a 5.5 point favorite. I think Buffalo will bounce back. This is a game that they should be expected to win. Just let James Cook run the football. Baker has played overall well this season, but again, he's relying on newer targets. I don't know if Bucky Irving or Chris Godwin going to play, so I'll lean towards Buffalo.
I think this is one of those games with two good teams. You pick the home team, so I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Champ?
The board is unanimous, Your Honor.
It's weird that you say it that way, but okay. Bears at Vikings. Minnesota's a 2.5-point favorite. I'm not convinced with Chicago because even though 6-3, and yes, Caleb Williams has been able to find game-winning drives. You did came back from a 10-point deficit against New York. New York should have won that one. Washington, they beat Washington Monday Night Football, but that was because of Washington's turnovers. Because Jaden Daniels is not known for turnovers. Jaden Daniels is not known for a turnover machine. Unfortunately, it was in that game. I have the Bears winning this one, however, because what am I going to see from J.J. McCarthy? Justin Jefferson did look a little frustrated in that game. But I do think Brian Flores is going to put a lot of pressure on Caleb, just like he did last time. But I still wouldn't be surprised if Chicago, in a game clutch situation, they get the job done. So I go Chicago 19, Minnesota 16.
I'm picking the Bears. Shout out. No one's really talked about this that much, but shout out C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's come in on this Bears defense, and he's made a difference for that Bears defense. Shout out C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I'm gonna go Bears too. I like what I've seen from Caleb Williams, particularly in the fourth quarter games and close situations. I like what I see from him. I'm gonna go Bears.
Board unanimous, Champ?
The board's unanimous. Bear down on him.
Panthers at Falcons.
I'm picking. Y'all better win. Y'all better win this one.
If they lose, you gonna be drinking?
I ain't gonna be drinking, but I'm tired of hearing Carolina Panther. Like I said it before, I'm tired of hearing Carolina Panther fans running their mouth. They get 2 back-to-back wins, and now all of a sudden it's just, oh my God, it's all this and that and this and that. When it's still 13-8 Falcons in the last 21 meetings. Y'all better win this game. I'm picking the Falcons to win this game because it's the defense, and I think Michael Penix, he owes him one. That week 18 where he threw for like over 300 yards and lit him up. I could see him doing that. I could honestly see him doing that to him again. They owe him one. I'm gonna pick the Falcons here.
Big fella.
In the great words of Teddy Pendergrass, trying to hold on, my faith is gone. It's just another sad song. I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO.
So it's Carolina.
Keep pounding, Carolina. I don't have no faith in you, Atlanta, man.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with Atlanta. I would have loved to see you say Atlanta because if Carolina loses, I was wondering to see if you drinking another shot or two of tequila or Hennessy.
Yeah, I'm like 30 days into my sobriety. I'm trying to keep it up.
If Atlanta win the game Sunday and we doing Undisputed GOAT podcast Sunday, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna give you the biggest face palm. I'm gonna be just
rightfully so, man. But I just ain't got no faith, man. It's like, like I said, man. It's kind of like, and I hate to use this analogy, kind of like dealing with your sneaky link all the time, bro. She's sneaky link material, but she ain't girlfriend material. She gonna break your heart. So, man, I don't want my heart broken.
Take ass to church.
Man. So,
gotta be home.
Church.
Hey, man, gotta be home. What the hell you talking about? They the worst ones. They the worst ones.
Gotta be home by sunrise.
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah. They the worst ones. They the biggest night fighters in the world. What we talking about here?
Well, you know if they're gonna give you shit, you should leave them the fuck alone.
Just being real.
Now
Touche. Well said.
this is a really good game right here. Seahawks at Rams.
Oh, this is the best game on the slate, in my opinion.
I got Rams.
Um,
Matthew Stafford making another case for an MVP.
he is my preseason pick, and I'm riding it till the wheels fall off. I got the Rams.
Champ.
Go dogs. Go dogs. I want to see that Georgia Bulldog win their MVP. Go Rams. Shout out to Hot Take Kitty, by the way.
49ers at Cardinals. Brock Purdy will likely start in that game. I hate it for Mac Jones because overall I think Mac Jones has done a good enough job. Although, great thing for him, someone's going to call him for next season. I hope it should be Pittsburgh.
Agreed. Mac Jones earned himself a contract for 2026. He earned him a nice 2-3 year payday, as far as I'm concerned. Give me they're also getting Ricky Pearsall back for this game as well.
Yes.
Give me Give me San Francisco here.
You mean Tommy Egan?
Yeah, right.
You mean Tommy Egan?
Ravens at Browns. Baltimore's a 7.5 point favorite. When are they going to throw in Shador in the game?
Don't do that. Do not put Shador. I don't want to see Shador play none this year. I don't want to see him.
Okay, fine. Then you're going to have to deal with Dylan Gabriel throughout the season.
I will take that. Look, just to see this coaching staff get fired and see them get the hell up out of here, because the thing is, they ruined Baker. Then they brought in that dude, and they brought in him. And let's just, Alexander DeVoe, they brought in him. And yeah, so you did all of that bull jive and you ended up in the situation that you're in. So I want to see you go ahead, ride it out with Dylan Gabriel. I do not want to see Shedeur Sanders touch this field and end up getting sacked 10 times and looking bad. And that way everybody can say, see, we told you he couldn't play. No, let Dylan Gabriel sit his ass in there. And guess what? Let him keep throwing interceptions. Let him keep throwing them 10-yard little routes or whatever. And, let Kevin Stefanski ride it with his guy. So, and let's see what Shedeur Sanders could do next year when he got some offensive line and got some more receivers or something like that, because they got running backs and they got defense. They just need some offensive line, some receiving help. But, yeah, I don't want to see Shedeur Sanders touch that field none this year. Guess what? You drafted Dylan Gabriel. You want to keep him in there. Keep him on in there. Ride it out. Go out with the ship.
Champ? Oh, I'm sorry, BRF.
Yeah, well, I'm picking Baltimore because they're starting to look like the Baltimore Ravens again. I'm picking Baltimore.
Kansas City at Denver. And Kansas City, believe it or not, is a 3.5 point favorite.
The only thing that scares me about the Broncos is their offense at this point, because it's like one day they'll be on point and then the very next week it's just like it's crazy. But on that note, I will say this: Broncos country, let's ride.
Champ, are you saying that because, again, the double standard with Caleb Williams and Bo Nix? Because I can't stand it sometimes with our guys on the group chat, how when Caleb Williams doesn't play particularly well, but when he steps up and delivers in the fourth quarter, they give him the credit. But when it's Bo Nix, unimpressive.
Well, the thing is, his play style is not. I always say this, man. Style points matter, and his style points is not that good. Let's just be all the way honest with you. But style points matter.
Yeah, but Caleb Williams in the first 3 quarters hasn't played particularly well. Let's not forget the Giants game. He didn't play spectacular in that game, but we gave him the credit and where credit is due. Why can't we do it with Bo Nix? It's because of who we like.
Because I think what it is with Bo Nix, when we compare Bo Nix and Caleb Williams, we've seen glimpses of Caleb Williams be a dominant quarterback, and we don't see that as much with Bo Nix.
I know that BRF. I know Caleb Williams is a more superior quarterback, but let's just give credit where credit is due.
Look, Bo Nix wins. Honestly, I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, Bo Nix wins games, and that should be ultimately the deciding factor and stuff like that. He goes out. It's not pretty. He don't care. It gets as long as it gets the job done. He wins games, and I feel like that's ultimately what he should be. I mean, what he should be ultimately measured on. I get stats play a factor, and they're always going to. But yeah, I kind of I definitely feel I feel what you're saying on that. I definitely get where you're coming from. With that being said, though, Kansas City is a 3.5 point favorite because they're the Kansas City Chiefs and its reputation, and they've earned that reputation, and they've earned the right to be a 3.5 point favorite in a game like this with the Denver Broncos, where they're trying to prove something. Kansas City's been there, done that, got the T-shirt and the postcards. They know what it's like to go to hostile environments in big time situations and win games. It's what they do. So until the Denver Broncos can actually do it, I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs in a situation like this every time.
And I'm gonna pick the Denver Broncos because I think with their defense, and I think if it comes down to a clutch situation, I trust Bo Nix. Say what you want about Bo Nix. He's not, but you always say, champ, about with Jalen Hurts. Not saying Bo Nix is Jalen Hurts. Don't be pretty, be good. And look, is it unconventional with how he plays? Yes, because in the first 3 quarters, he wets the bed. But then in the fourth quarter, somehow, some way, he finds ways to win. He did come back and beat the Philadelphia Eagles, handing the Eagles their first loss. The Houston Texans, say what you want. Yes, CJ Stroud did suffer a concussion in that game, but somehow, some way, he managed to find a way to win that game. Or the Giants. They were trailing, 18 points in that game? Come back and win that game. Say what you want about Bo Nix. He finds ways to win and get the job done. And if you're Denver, this is the first time you've had a solid QB since Peyton Manning? Because
Yeah.
look at the laundry list of QBs you've had: Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch, Brock Osweiler, Teddy Bridgewater, Joe Flacco, Drew Lock, Bo Nix somehow, some way, and we've seen him play some SEC football, not just Oregon. We did see him in Auburn. Remember his freshman year. Who did he beat in his first time as a starter? That would be Justin Herbert in Oregon. And he won that game. So Bo Nix, believe it or not, is going to find a way to win. So I trust him in that matter. And on top of that, Nick Bonito. Because Kansas City's offense at times, even now with Rashee Rice, even now with Xavier Worthy, how are they going to become the bye week? Is Kansas City still the team that we fear? Because it doesn't seem like it that way. Baltimore is starting to pick back up. Baltimore is now climbing now that Lamar Jackson is finally healthy. And thank God Zach Orr and the defense are finally starting to get it together. Because at one point, champ, you said to yourself, they're like the Houston Oilers. So, and with Baltimore and with Buffalo, as long as Josh Allen doesn't do too much, as far as with the turnovers, let James Cook cook. It doesn't seem like Kansas City is the team. We're talking about Indianapolis. We're talking about New England. New England is now back. Mike Vrabel has done a fantastic job, definitely in the Coach of the Year conversation. So Kansas City is going to be a concern. They're not what they once were. Now, could they change it? Yes, there's still time, but it ain't going to be pretty or easy. Detroit at Philadelphia.
Detroit what? Detroit what?
You picking Detroit?
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
I got Philly.
Same here. I got the Eagles.
Because regardless if the Eagles have a lackluster offensive performance, now to Broad's point, shout out to our good friend Broad Sports. Hey, amongst most of the young dudes on the panel, he's the most objective one. He does fear the Lions' offense because of what they can do is with Sonic and Knuckles, Jared Goff. But I do love the addition of Jalen Phillips. what he was able to do that Monday Night Football game against the Green Bay Packers, getting after Jordan Love, Jamad Campbell, N'Kobe Dean. I love the. I want to see the matchup with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Quinshawn Mitchell, and how he's going to go up against Cooper DeJean as well too. BRF. Jalen Hurts. Look, AJ Brown once again he keeps voicing his frustrations about Philadelphia, which is why I think after this season, BRF, you can agree with this as well. It's time for Philadelphia to move on from AJ Brown.
I
And
think so
Howard
too.
Roseman can do it because he can make moves just like that. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with Philly in a tight one. I say Philly 24, actually 25, Detroit 24.
I'm gonna say 28-24 Philly.
Okay. And Cowboys at Raiders. Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites. Keep in mind, folks, this will be their first game since the tragedy of rest his soul, Marshawn Nealon. Obviously, the reports, according to authorities, took away his own life at the age of 24. I got Dallas winning this one. I think this would be a great statement game for them to win, especially during that tragedy. I think if this is the best time for them to refocus and get together as a football team, this is the game, especially with the Raiders, Geno Smith with his turnovers, Pete Carroll with the mistakes. I mean, look, the Cowboys defense, they're not known for having a great defense, but Quinn Williams will be there. This will be his first game as a Dallas Cowboy, as well as with Logan Wilson. I don't need for them to be elite, just at least look decent. So I got Dallas winning this one 27, the Raiders 10.
And not only will they have Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson back, and Wilson in their first game, they're getting DeMarvion Overshown back,
Yep.
who I think quickly last year became their best defensive player before he got hurt. They get him back for this game, and you saw what he's capable of. He's like he's like another Micah Parsons with his speed and his athleticism and his explosion. So I'm picking the Cowboys here.
Champ. Board unanimous. There you go.